Hello students, myself Anmol Jain from ABS Engineering College, Department of Computer Science. Today we will discuss the main topic of the compiler design, that how the compiler manage the storage during the compile time. That means, whenever you write a program, it creates the variables, it creates the functions, and every time whenever we create a variable or function, it requires the storage. So, how this storage is managed during the runtime, that is the main agenda of the class. So, topic is storage allocation in blocks, that how the compiler manage the storage in memory for the variables, for the functions, data objects, classes and so on. So, this is known as the runtime storage allocation. The objective is runtime storage allocation. So, runtime storage allocation is a complex issue to handle by the compiler, but it can be handled in two ways. One is the static allocation and second is the dynamic allocation. So, before understanding the static allocation and dynamic allocation, first we will see the memory structure of our computer, how the memory is organized. So, the memory is organized in a way that it contains a portion for the text, it contains a specific area for the static data, it contains a location or the space for the stack memory and one space for the heap memory. That means, I can have three type of memory space in memory. One is for the static data, second is for stack and third is that in the form of heap memory. So, one by one we will see that what is the role of the static, what is the role of the stack and what is the role of the heap, or the what is the importance of the stack or heap over the static. So, first is static allocation. Static allocation, in this allocation names are bound to storage locations. That means, जो भी आपने वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर किया है int a comma, that means a variable has been declared and a space has been created for this variable. So, this type of statements use the static allocation. If memory is created at compile time, then the memory will be created in static area. जब भी कोई मेमोरी कंपाइल टाइम पर क्रिएट होती है, वो कहाँ पर स्टोर होती है? हमेशा स्टैटिक एरिया में. जो मैंने मेमोरी दिखाई आपको, उसमें किस एरिया में जाएगी? आपकी स्टैटिक में, राइट. स्टैटिक एलोकेशन सपोर्ट्स द डायनामिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द डायनामिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर? The meaning of the dynamic data structure is that when a object or variable is created at compile time and deallocated after the program completion. जब compile time पर उसको allocate हुआ space, उस टाइम पर allocate हुआ space, जब program complete हो गया, then automatically it is deallocated. This is done automatically in the static by the compiler. What are the restrictions with the static allocation? Number one, the size of the data should be known at compile time. जब भी मैं किसी वेरिएबल को डिक्लेयर कर रहा हूँ, देन उसका साइज मुझे स्टार्टिंग में पता होना चाहिए. स्टार्टिंग में पता होना चाहिए मीन्स एट द टाइम ऑफ कंपाइल, कंपाइल टाइम पर पता होना चाहिए. सेकंड, इट डज नॉट सपोर्ट द रिकर्सिव प्रोसीजर्स. प्रोसीजर्स को सपोर्ट नहीं करता है स्टैटिक एलोकेशन. नो डायनेमिक मेमोरी एलोकेशन. स्टैटिक एलोकेशन में डायनेमिक मेमोरी एलोकेशन को हम सपोर्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं, इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं कर सकते. नेक्स्ट, ओनली वन कॉपी ऑफ ईच प्रोसीजर एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड एग्जिस्ट. कोई भी अगर आपका प्रोसीजर है तो उसके केवल एक एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड कॉपी बनती है, राइट. वी कैन एलोकेट स्टोरेज एट कंपाइलर टाइम. वी यूज or we define the storage at compile time. Binding do not change at runtime. Static means static, it does not work for the dynamic or runtime. Last, every time a procedure call, the same binding occurs. जब भी कोई procedure call होता है, then there is no change in the binding. Let's have an example or the disadvantage of the static allocation. Number 1, suppose I have a statement int a5, मैंने एक वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर किया, ये कैरी डिक्लेयर किया int a5, that means I have created an space of 5 elements, that is a0, a1 and so on a4. But suppose at runtime I need to store 10 elements, then I cannot do it here now, because in static allocation once the binding has been done or the memory location has been allocated at compile time, cannot be altered or cannot be modified. So, this is the drawback. Second, just reverse of it, suppose I have created an array of 100 elements, that is a0, a1 and so on a99 spaces, but I need only 5, I store only 5 elements, then rest of the space will be wastage. So, इसमें क्या है मेरा wastage है memory का. So, there is a wastage of memory just because it does not change at run time. ना तो साइज को इंक्रीज कर सकता है और ना ही साइज को डिक्रीज कर सकता है. नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम इज इंसर्शन ऑफ एन एलिमेंट. सपोज we are having 100 elements and I have to insert an element, then I have to perform number of shift operations. For example, अगर मेरे को एक एलिमेंट इंसर्ट करना है यहाँ पर 98 लोकेशन पर, then I have to shift a0, a1, a2, a3 and so on. But suppose this is the counting in lakhs, then it will take a significant time of shifting operation. It will take a significant time for the shifting operation. So, these are the disadvantages of the static allocation, right. So, just to remove this limitations or the disadvantage, we move to the next strategy, that is known as the stack allocation. In stack allocation, the storage is organized as stack. Stack means in the concept of the last in first out, last in first out. So, suppose this is my stack, जो भी प्रोसीजर आएगा आपका, जो भी प्रोसीजर कॉल होगी, सबसे पहले कहाँ आएगा आपका, राइट. सो all the procedures will be maintained in a stack. Second, activation records are pushed and popped. अभी आपका जो प्रोसीजर है, इसका एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड जो भी जनरेट होगा वो कहाँ जनरेट होगा, कहाँ स्टोर होगा, आपका स्टैक में. तो जो भी आपका एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड होगा वो हमेशा कहाँ पर आएगा, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक. और अगर रिमूव करना है एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड फिनिश जब हो जाता है तो एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड वापस जाएगा, फिनिश होगा, देन इट विल बी पॉप फ्रॉम द टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक. Activation records contains local, so that they are bound to fresh storage in each activation record. Next, the value of the local is deleted when the activation ends. This is an important value again, important. जैसे ही मेरा कोई प्रोसीजर कंप्लीट होता है, then automatically its activation record delete. वो क्या है आपका एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड भी साथ के साथ डिलीट हो जाता है. Recursive procedures are allowed. We can use the recursive procedures in stack allocation. Now, we compare the static allocation and stack allocation. What are the difference between the static and stack? So, let us see one by one. In static allocation, it does not make data structures and objects dynamically. कोई भी डेटा स्ट्रक्चर जो मैंने बताया आपका एरे है, that cannot be altered at run time. Dynamically इसको हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते हैं. But in stack allocation, data structures and objects can be created dynamically. Second, allocation of all data objects is performed at compile time. Static में जो भी हमारा allocation होता है that is done at the compile time, while in stack allocation allocation of data objects is performed at runtime. Static allocation, recursive procedure is not supported. Recursive procedures is not supported, while in stack allocation recursive procedure is supported. So, these are the differences between the static and stack. Next is static allocation. It is not able to manage the allocation of memory at run time. रन टाइम पर हम मेमोरी में कोई एलोकेशन में चेंज नहीं कर सकते हैं. नाइदर वी कैन इंक्रीज द साइज ऑफ द मेमोरी और वी कैन डिक्रीज द साइज ऑफ द मेमोरी. ना मेमोरी का साइज बढ़ा सकते हैं और ना ही मेमोरी का साइज कम कर सकते हैं. दैट मीन्स देयर इज नो राइट टू चेंज एट रन टाइम इन स्टैक एलोकेशन. While in the contrast, in stack allocation, it uses stack to manage the allocation of memory at runtime. We can use the allocation of memory at runtime. In static allocation, at compile time, the data object names are fixed. जो data objects हैं उनके name कैसे हैं? That are fixed. But in stack allocation, indexed and register perform the memory addressing. So, these are the difference between the static allocation and stack allocation. If in nutshell, if I compare, that static allocation is having number of limitations, while stack allocation supports the management at runtime for the space. Next is the heap storage allocation. First we see the static, second is the stack, third is the heap storage allocation. Heap allocation is the most flexible allocation scheme. This is the most flexible scheme because it is better than the static allocation and stack allocation both. Allocation and deallocation of memory can be done at any time. Allocation and deallocation can be done at any time, at any place, depending upon the user's requirement. यूजर्स की रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से कभी भी हम उस मेमोरी को एलोकेट कर सकते हैं और कभी भी हम मेमोरी को डी एलोकेट कर सकते हैं. दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एडवांटेज ऑफ द हीप. हीप एलोकेशन इज यूज्ड टू एलोकेट मेमोरी टू द वेरिएबल्स डायनामिकली एंड व्हेन द वेरिएबल्स आर नो मोर यूज्ड देन क्लेम इट बैक. हीप स्टोरेज में क्या है, जैसे आपने कोई वेरिएबल यूज़ किया, जो आप यूज़ करते हैं मैलॉक और कैलॉक फंक्शन, we can use the function malloc, calloc for the memory allocation. Same time we use a function free. That means user can free that variable. That means I can delete that variable and I can free that space just by using the function free. मेमोरी एलोकेट करने के लिए भी एक फंक्शन है और मेमोरी डी एलोकेट करने के लिए भी एक फंक्शन है. एंड दीज फंक्शंस आर बीइंग यूज्ड बाय द यूज़र. यूज़र जब चाहे तब मेमोरी एलोकेट कर सकता है, जो मेमोरी चाहे उसको डी एलोकेट कर सकता है. नेक्स्ट, हीप स्टोरेज एलोकेशन सपोर्ट्स द रिकर्सिव प्रोसीजर. रिकर्शन प्रोसेस को भी सपोर्ट करता है. सो हीप स्टोरेज और स्टैक स्टोरेज दोनों आपके रिकर्सिव प्रोसीजर्स को सपोर्ट करते हैं. Important thing is that except statically allocated memory area, both stack and heap memory can grow and shrink dynamically. Stack or heap, they can grow and shrink dynamically. Dynamically means they can change the size of the allocated memory, either it can be increased or it can be decreased. Therefore, they cannot be provided with a fixed amount of memory in the system. अगर किसी चीज़ को इंक्रीज करना है तो हम किसी फिक्स्ड मेमोरी एलोकेशन तो दे नहीं सकते इसको. दैट मीन्स वी कैन नॉट प्रोवाइड ए फिक्स्ड अमाउंट ऑफ मेमोरी इन द सिस्टम. So this is a growing memory, free size, until unless this condition or the constraint of the overall memory, उससे ज़्यादा तो नहीं दे सकते. Let's have an example of the dynamic allocation. How the dynamic allocation works? We are having a function here of factorial int n, that I have to calculate a factorial of a number n. If n is less than or equals to 1, return 1, else return n into factorial of n minus 1, function close, and there is a function called fact6. There is a function called factorial 6. So, how the execution of this function will be handled by the heap or stack memory allocation? Here I am having a stack. First, the n equals to 6. When n equals to 6, n into function of n minus will be called, right. Second, when n equals to 5, n is less than or equals to 1 and n equals to 5, again it will save the location, it will save the storage n into f n minus 1 की वैल्यू को सेव किया यहाँ पर. Then n equals to 5, again n is less than or equals to 1, again this state is saved and moved to the next. When n equals to 4, this is again n is less than or equals to 1, again this state is saved and moved to next. So, storage कर रहे हैं हम stack में. Similarly and so on. When n equals to 1, then return 1. इसने क्या किया? return 1. Return 1, then now it will come back, that is 1 into f of n minus 1, that is 1 into 1. Second, 1 into 2, then 2 into 3, 2 into 3 into 4, then 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, and at last we will find 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. So, every time it will return the value to its next location, that is 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. So, this will return value of 720. So, in this way the allocation or procedures are being managed in stack. Now, we compare the differences between stack and heap allocation. So, stack allocation, this is a linear data structure like LIFO, this is simple LIFO, last in first out, while heap allocation is a hierarchical data structure. It may be your tree, heap may be your tree. So, this is a hierarchical data structure. Its stack is having high speed access. High speed access क्यों है? Because it is organized in a manner. While heap allocation is slower as compared to stack, because in heap allocation all the memory may be in different addresses. जो भी मेरे variables हैं, function calls हैं, it may be allocated to different addresses. Memory is allocated in a contiguous block. जो मैंने बताया कि stack क्या है आपका, एक contiguous block में होता है, while in it memory is allocated in any random order, because this is a dynamic data structure. So, memory is allocated in any random order. In stack allocation, allocation and deallocation is automatically done by the compiler. Again important to note, allocation and deallocation automatically done by compiler instructions. जैसे ही मैंने बताया कि कोई भी प्रोसीजर कॉल होता है, उसका एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड स्टैक पर आता है, और जैसे ही प्रोसीजर कॉल फिनिश, एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड इज ऑटोमेटिकली डिलीटेड और दी पॉप्ड. तो स्टैक एलोकेशन में क्या है, इट इज ऑटोमेटिकली, वाइल इन हीप एलोकेशन इट इज डन मैनुअली बाय द प्रोग्रामर. जैसे मैंने बताया था दैट वी यूज द फंक्शन फ्री फंक्शन हम यूज करते हैं जस्ट टू डीएलोकेट द मेमोरी. दैट इज द importance of the heap allocation. It can be decided by the user when I have to use the memory, when I have to allocate the memory, or when I have to free the memory. But due to this, there is a disadvantage in the heap allocation. So, what is the disadvantage? Disadvantage is, suppose I have created a number of variables or functions, I have allocated memory, and at runtime I can free any memory location, and suppose I write the code free, and suppose this memory is free. Similarly, this memory is free. मैंने अपने हिसाब से फ्री कर लिया उसको, जस्ट बाई राइटिंग दी फ्री फंक्शन को यूज करके मैंने उसको फ्री कर लिया. नाउ व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इज नाउ दिस मेमोरी और दिस मेमोरी चंक्स cannot be reused. So, it creates a problem of the fragmentation. It leads to the problem of memory fragmentation. Problem of memory fragmentation. So, this is the disadvantage of the heap allocation, fragmentation. Heap can be implemented using array and trees. Heap को जो है हम array और tree से implement कर सकते हैं. So, in this class totally what we have discussed, that what are the basic type of the storage. One is the static allocation, second is the dynamic allocation. Dynamic allocation को मैंने फिर दो पार्ट में ब्रेक किया, one is stack allocation and the heap allocation. In stack allocation basically what I discussed, that we cannot increase or decrease the size of the allocated memory, because in static allocation once the size is decided that cannot be altered at runtime. Neither we can increase or we can decrease the size at runtime, because it has been decided at the compile time. In contrast of, next we move to the stack allocation. In stack allocation, procedure calls, activation records are stored in the stack, and when the procedure is completed, it is popped from the stack, and both operations are performed from top of the stack as usual, which is the functioning of the stack, right. Recursive procedures are allowed here. Then we compare the static allocation with the stack allocation. So, basically the main concern was the handling of the memory location at runtime. In stack allocation we cannot handle the memory at runtime, while in stack allocation we can handle the memory at runtime. Then we come to the next storage allocation, next type storage allocation, that is a heap. That is, the allocation and the deallocation can be performed by the user. So, this is the most important feature of the heap allocation. By using the simple functions calloc, malloc, alloc type functions, we can allocate the memory, and when we feel that it is particular variable or data object is not required, we can make it free. But by using the concept of free, we move to the problem of the memory fragmentation, that is the drawback of the heap storage allocation. Heap storage also support the recursion process. So, then we see that how the values are pushed and popped on the stack. Then we compare the stack allocation and heap allocation. So, this is all about the different type of allocation schemes which are being implemented in compiler during the runtime. Thank you. If you find any problem, you can reach to me at anmol.jain@abes.ac.in. Thank you.